Hey there, welcome to the Internet Vault. This is your go-to spot for diving deep into the topics that matter to you. Today, we're peeling back the layers of relationships, specifically focusing on those red flags that signal you might just be in a toxic one. We're talking about the 10 signs that scream, danger ahead. So if you're ready to shine a light on the shadows of a toxic relationship, then it's time to buckle up. Let's dive in, shall we? Sign number 1, constant criticism. Does your partner always have something negative to say about you? Now, we're not talking about the occasional, hey, you could have picked up your socks, or maybe don't drink milk straight from the carton. We're talking about a non-stop barrage of critiques, like a harsh judge from a reality TV show, but without the camera, fame, or the fun. Imagine every single day your partner is there, ready to point out your flaws. Your cooking, terrible, your jokes, not funny, your dress sense, don't get me started. It's like living with a permanently displeased fashion critic who also dislikes your food. But here's the thing, folks. Nobody is perfect. We all have flaws, and that's okay. In a healthy relationship, your partner should make you feel good about yourself, not like a contestant in a never-ending roast session. So, if you're constantly criticized and belittled, my friend, that's a red flag. Sign number 2, controlling behavior. Are you always walking on eggshells around your partner? Now, we're not talking about the kind of control where your partner is reminding you to eat your veggies or put on a coat when it's chilly. No, we're talking about the kind of control that feels like you're in a straitjacket, always on edge, wondering if you're going to set them off. Imagine this. You're about to hang out with your friends and your partner is giving you the third degree, asking who's going, what you'll be doing, and even what you'll be wearing. Sounds like a detective novel, right? But it's not. It's your life. Or maybe your partner is constantly checking your phone, reading your messages, and monitoring your social media like a hawk. That's not love, folks. That's surveillance. So, if you're feeling more like a puppet than a partner, it's time to reevaluate. Remember, a relationship should never feel like a prison. Sign number 3, lack of communication. Is your partner a mime artist in the making? Communication is the backbone of any relationship, folks. It's the highway that connects two hearts, the bridge that links two minds. Without it, you're just two strangers sharing a Netflix account. So if you find your partner giving you the silent treatment more often than not, or if the only conversation you're having is about who gets the remote, then my friend, you've got a problem. A relationship without communication is like a pizza without cheese. It's just not right. You see, when we share our thoughts, feelings, and ideas, we create a space for understanding, respect, and love to grow. But when this space is filled with silence, it breeds confusion, resentment, and toxicity. So if you're getting more silence than words, you might be in a toxic relationship. Sign number 4, disrespect. Is please and thank you a foreign language to your partner? Now let's get real, folks. Respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. It's like the oil in your car's engine. Without it, things start to break down pretty quickly. When your partner constantly belittles you, disregards your feelings, or treats you as an afterthought, that's a glaring sign of disrespect. It's not about being on a pedestal, it's about mutual respect, understanding, and compassion. The absence of respect can make a relationship feel like you're on a never-ending roller coaster ride, full of ups, downs, and sudden drops. You deserve to be treated with dignity and consideration, just like any other human being. So, does your partner talk over you, ignore your needs, or make decisions without your input? If any of these sound familiar, it's a clear sign of disrespect. If your partner can't respect you, it's high time to rethink your relationship. Scene script. Sign number 5, no boundaries. Does your partner think your life is a 24/7 reality show? You see, folks, relationships are about sharing, but they're not about giving up your privacy. It's like having a roommate who never leaves the room. Sounds fun? I don't think so. Every individual is entitled to a bit of personal space, even in a relationship. It's like having your own little bubble. Your partner shouldn't burst it, but respect it. Maybe you want to read a book, take a walk alone, or just want to be in your thoughts, and that should be perfectly okay. If your partner is constantly invading your personal space, it's a clear sign they're not respecting your boundaries. It's not cute, it's not romantic, it's just plain toxic. It's important to remember that your life isn't an open book for your partner to flip through whenever they please. If you can't even go to the bathroom alone, you're definitely in a toxic relationship. Sign number 6, the blame game. Does your partner always make it your fault? Now, we've all been there, haven't we? The milk's gone bad, the cat's stuck in the tree, or the Wi-Fi's as slow as molasses. And somehow it's always your fault, right? Well, let's talk about this. In a healthy relationship, it's all about team spirit, folks. You win together, you lose together, and yes, you even mess up together, but if your partner's constantly pointing the finger at you, refusing to take responsibility for their own actions, that's a big red flag, my friend. You see, blame is a tool used by those who can't acknowledge their own shortcomings. It's easier to shift the burden than to carry it, isn't it? But remember, a relationship isn't a courtroom, and you're not on trial here. If your partner can't take the blame, it's time to game over this relationship. Scene script. Sign number 7, manipulation. Does your partner always try to twist things around? Take a moment and think about it. Is your partner often pulling the strings, making you dance to their tune without even realizing it? That, my friends, is manipulation, a telltale sign of a toxic relationship. Manipulation is when your partner tries to influence your decisions, actions, and emotions for their benefit. They might use guilt trips, play the victim, or twist your words around until you start questioning your own sanity. It's like a magic trick, but instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, they're pulling the wool over your eyes. Manipulation is a game of control where your partner is the player and you're the pawn. It's not about love or respect, but about power. And let's be clear, it's a game you don't want to play. So here's the deal breaker. If your partner's a master manipulator, it's time to cut the puppet strings. A scene script. Sign number 8, unresolved arguments. Are you still fighting about that thing from 2007? Picture this. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. You and your partner, all cozy, are about to dive into a marathon of your favorite show. Suddenly, out of the blue, an argument from 2 weeks ago resurfaces. Sounds familiar? If yes, you might be in a toxic relationship. Unresolved arguments are like termites. They slowly eat away at the foundations of your relationship until there's nothing left. They create an atmosphere filled with tension and resentment. It's like living with a ticking time bomb, never knowing when the next big blow-up will occur. Every relationship has its fair share of arguments. It's normal. But what's not normal is when these arguments never reach a resolution. They just hang in the air, creating a toxic atmosphere that's as pleasant as a skunk's perfume. Remember, communication is key. If you can't find a resolution, it's okay to seek help. But if your relationship is a never-ending boxing match, it's time to throw in the towel. Sign number 9, lack of trust. Does your partner always doubt your words and actions? Trust, my friends, is the bedrock of any relationship. It's like the foundation of a skyscraper. Without it, the whole thing comes tumbling down. Imagine being constantly questioned about where you've been, who you've been with, or even why you bought that new shirt. Sounds exhausting, doesn't it? Trust is about having faith in each other. It's about believing that your partner is being honest with you, even when you're not around to verify it. But if you're always feeling like a suspect in your own relationship, then that's a sign of toxicity. It's like living in a thriller movie, but without the popcorn and the comfy cinema seats. A toxic relationship is like a leaky boat. You can keep scooping the water out, but it's better to just get a new boat. If your partner can't trust you, it's time to trust your gut and leave. Sign number 10, emotional abuse. Does your partner often make you feel worthless? This isn't a game of who can make the other feel the smallest. Love is about lifting each other up, not tearing each other down. Emotional abuse includes belittling, constant criticism, and making you doubt your worth. It's a silent killer in any relationship, slipping in unnoticed until the damage is done. If you're feeling emotionally drained, it's time to drain the toxicity out of your life. And there you have it, the 10 signs you might be in a toxic relationship. From constant criticism to emotional abuse, these are red flags that shouldn't be ignored. It's essential to prioritize your self-love and self-respect because you, my friend, are worth it. You deserve happiness, not a relationship that drains you. Thank you for tuning into the Internet Vault. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Stay strong, and remember, you deserve the best.